Summer now, I close my eyes and I feel the sun on my face. Reminds me of the times we had our young embrace. Summer now, I close my eyes and I feel the sun on my face. Reminds me of the times we had our young embrace.
infinite power, infinite power, 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 infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, 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 infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power. Infinite power, infinite power, infinite power, 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 power. Infinite power.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're on the Frontier Triples League channel, but tonight we're actually going to be bringing you some Frontier Doubles League action, starting off with the Star League finals right here. We got the Hornets taking on the Rams. I'm Debbie, and I'm joined here in the casting booth by Ken. Ken, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I mean, I'm excited. Should be a pretty good game between these two.
Do you have any predictions or expectations out of this series or this match that we're looking at?
So I watched the Hornets.
Wait, what? Maybe we have lost Ken for a quick moment, or he is muted. But either way, we should have an exciting match. And just a reminder to the audience who is watching, this is a best of set, meaning in order to win the match, you will have to win 2 series in total. Each series going to being a best of 5 instead of the traditional best of 3. But let me check real quick if I do indeed have my co-caster. Ken, are you here?
I am back. Yes, hopefully.
Fantastic. Glad to have you back. But yeah, I mean, this is an exciting match. Do you have any last things to say before we get this series started?
I just hope it's a good one. I think it'll be good. I think we might get all three series here.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to both of these teams. I mean, the Hornets with Mythicality, Ant, and I forget Bondo. Yes, Bondo. An extremely mechanical team as opposed to the Rams. And we have one player on the field representing the Rams, and that is Dimensiones. Iatomic just joining in now. Let's see.
We're probably gonna end up needing to remake better. Yeah.
It looks like the Rams weren't entirely ready, so looks like we will have to be remaking this lobby. Sorry about
Off to a soaring start.
And I wouldn't have it any other way here in the FDL. And we will be getting that lobby back up shortly. But I mean, what are some of your opinions of these players and teams?
One of the things that Chris and I noticed yesterday when we were casting the Hornet series against the Gators was that Myth really seemed to struggle in the first game of both series they played, and then he just figured something out. So I would look to see how the Rams control game 1 and potentially game 2 in best of 5s, and then how Myth adapts, because we thought he adapted really well to the Gators playstyle and really shut them down, and it's going to be interesting to see if they can do the same thing again.
100%. I have noticed that over the course of the season that Mythicality is kind of an adaptable player. Him and Bondo, I feel like they're able to adapt pretty well. And I think Ant, as long as he's given time and space, he's able to create those plays and opportunities for the Hornets. It's just going to be whether the Rams afford that time and space for them.
Definitely, I think one thing to watch is just how lineups match up. Right, some of the quirks of this playoff format is how do you draw up the lineups that you're using in each series.
And it looks like we have an upset brother. Hey, there is a Bondo on my screen, so that's what I'm going to call you, because that is what you put as your display name, and you will be referenced as such.
Hopefully, we're gonna get everyone back in here.
Yeah, it looks like we.
And
Oh my!
we're gonna have another remake.
Yeah, it looks like Hornets asking for a server reset. Um, one of the players from their first lineup here just not having the ping that he wanted. So we're
Third
making
time's the
lobby for
charm,
a
right?
third time. Yes, sir.
Third time is in fact hopefully the charm here, so we can get into some action.
Yeah, and while I'm here, I'm just gonna redeem some of the challenges that I have accomplished because why not? We've got the extra time. And it looks like I got a Saffron Savage Spray Limited Goal Explosion. Ken, do you have anything exciting to bring?
I haven't played the game in about a month, so no. I played my
I think
final.
it
I played my playoff match, and then I was done.
okay. And yeah, I think it had been a good 3 or 4 days before I had played, and I had a match earlier today against the Capybaras in FTL. So this time, going into our third lobby, we're gonna make sure all players are good and set.
We can hope.
Ooh, I do believe I was mistaken here. Yes. The starting lineup for the Hornets is Mythicality, Brother, and Brando. I was still thinking that Ant was in the starting lineup, but he's not.
All right, looks like everyone's good here. Should we tell him to join up again then, Debbie?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this game underway. It is going to be a long one, as we mentioned before. 3 potential series here that we can go to, with each series being best of 5. A team must win 2 of the series to win the match and take the championship. And it looks like we're going to have Dimensiones, or Dimensions, and Iatomic for the Rams this time. Be their C lineup. Maybe rocking that cab strategy.
We will see how that pays off.
And so far, nothing too crazy happening. Iatomic, oh my. Nope, that one's gonna roll a little bit wide. Could have been potentially dangerous for the Hornets right there. Now Iatomic still on the prowl. Nothing just yet. And at first it seemed like this match was gonna go a little bit slow, but Rams getting on the attack extremely quickly.
Definitely doing a good job of just quick touches and making the Hornets react really quickly. But the Hornets seem up to the task so far.
Yeah, so far they are holding true, and this is Mythicality. Right? Wait. Yeah, Bondo and Mythicality. My apologies. So it's C versus C right now. So game number 1. Both teams probably just feeling each other out. It seems like the Rams have been the first ones to the ball a majority of the time. Kind of starting to keep up this pressure. We're going to have to see how the Hornets adapt going forward. And oh my, Iatomic. And this is what I was just talking about. The Rams just kind of being the first ones to get to every single ball so far ends up paying off for them as they're able to slip it past the Hornets defense again.
Yeah, it felt like Myth kind of crept up a little fast. They're a little close. Bono went for a pass, but the Rams just they're really quick to everything so far. And like you said, that makes it really easy for them to create some pressure.
Bondo with the shot. Oh my. Just off the post and now counterattack. Dimensions off the post as well. Opportunities for both teams, just not able to capitalize on the demo. Will it open up enough space? Bondo puts it on target, but Iatomic in the retreat, able to get back to that one. Still, the pressure has not relented just yet. Mythicality with the ball now. Trying to take it away from Iatomic. Pops at center. Dimensions is there to clear it out to safety. And Iatomic with control, able to scoop it past Bondo. Bondo's gonna pop it up dangerously. Dimensions has a shot, looking for the double touch, but gets bumped away. Iatomic with the follow-up. Slides it right underneath Bondo. And the Rams with a 2-goal lead so far.
Yeah, I mean, Myth has to challenge there in case Dimensions actually has the double, and Bondo, he's in a good spot, he just can't quite get there, and that'll be a 2-0 lead for the Rams. I feel like it's interesting. This is the same order, I think, for the Hornets as it was last night against the Gators, where they lost the first game 7-0, and then came back and Braziled the Gators in the second game. So, like I said, it's all about adjustment. I wouldn't put too much stock in this first game.
It's all about adaptation and resiliency as well. This game isn't just about, I think, the adaptations alone. It's about, I feel like it's how willing you are or how capable you are of actually implementing those adjustments. Because you
Definitely.
can always talk about it in between games, but if you don't actually have that mental resiliency to stick to the plan and make those adjustments and not get tilted, but oh
Ooh.
my gosh, maybe that is a tilting play. The Hornets with a little 1-2 doink pass right here. Doink getting Bondo getting that doink right there. Put the Hornets on the board.
Nice reaction there from Bondo. I don't think it's where he exactly wanted to be when that play started, but he will take the result, I think.
You can't be mad at that one. It was a nice play. And we'll have to see how the Hornets are able to respond, but that
that's
is
open.
not a good touch. And Dimensions passing it off to iAtomic right there, able to secure a third goal for the Rams. 2-goal lead for them. Making the job for the Hornets just that much tougher.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. We've seen the Hornets kind of speeding up a bit and making some quicker challenges. That's paid off, but I think there we just saw things rushed a little bit too much. Myth, kind of an awkward challenge. There's another one that Dimensions will control this. He's got it on his hood. Bondo's got a challenge early here. It's the dunk, and that's just in. Wow.
I think that's the second time that we see the Rams kind of just overcommit just a little bit too much. iAtomic expecting the pass, maybe Dimensions not on the same page, and Bondo just able to challenge right there and just get a free net to shoot at.
Yeah, that definitely
Them
just looked
within
like
one.
I looked like Dimensions just wanted to go for the ones play, and Atomic went for the pass. Some miscommunication maybe, but Rams still have the lead, so definitely plenty of time to work with here.
Still a minute 15 remaining. Rams gonna have to make sure that they don't have any more of those double commits if they wanna walk away with this game. Number one victory, and a whiff coming out from iAtomic is not gonna be the way, but Dimensions able to be there to bail him out. Now ball pops up, Mythicality's up. Looking for a double touch, runs out of boost though. Dimensions still in an awkward position, but he's gonna get a free touch right here as Bono didn't commit. And now iAtomic with a big bang, Mythicality's back to center away. And it seems like the Rams finally able to break out, but they're putting some shots on net, but I feel like it's also giving up possession for the Rams. But maybe they don't even need possession if they can keep getting shots like this.
I think it feels like half the goals in this game have just come off of big clears downfield.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that's a mistake, but also 30 seconds left and you were down a goal. I think the Hornets kind of felt like they needed to play a little bit more aggressive in that scenario, in that situation. And it ended up costing them as they weren't able to secure a goal. So we'll have to see if they can score another one. They'll have to score 2 here to at least tie it up and send us into overtime. Bondo with a nice touch, but Dimensions there to send it away. Just cutting down some time, looking for the bump. It just kills a lot of time. And there we have it. As soon as the ball hits the ground, the Rams will have won game number 1 in our series number 1.
So, I mean, we saw some good stuff from both teams, right? And we saw the Rams, I think, in general, playing faster for the majority of that game. We saw the Hornets capitalizing on some mistakes for the Rams, and I think that's kind of bared out in the scoreboard here. Is Rams had more shots. They also played more defense in terms of those longer clears from the Hornets, maybe making the Rams panic a bit. But good showing for both teams, I'd say. And I think we're going to be in for a very good series.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how Bondo and Mythicality adapt. As we were mentioning before, that there's definitely gonna need to be some adaptation. As I do believe the Rams were outpacing them as we mentioned, the 10 shots to 6. So they definitely had more opportunities, more time and space on the ball. It wasn't until the end of that game that I felt like maybe the Rams were getting a little bit panicky and were just lobbing shots and kind of giving away possession, which might have led to some better Hornets opportunities. But the pressure being on the Hornets to have to score maybe became a little bit too much for them to handle. So maybe if we see some more time and space and control from the Hornets, we might be able to see them coming out a little bit more so on top in this game in number 2. And speaking of which, game number 2 is underway. The Hornets on defense.
Ooh, I shot that from Dimensions.
Yes, sir. Dimensions right here. Just win on that Mythicality touch. It's not good enough. And Dimensions all over, able to put it on target. Rams with an early lead.
It's definitely just a rush touch from Myth. And you understand why it's rushed, because you know that Dimensions is there, but gotta get a little bit better than that. Oh, the bump play.
Open net. Yes, Dimensions yet again. Off of the bump play here from Atomic. Gets a nice little flick. Gets the bump on Mythicality. And Bondo not able to recover in time to get to the save from Dimensions.
Yeah, that's a tough bump to deal with. There's not a lot you can do there if you're Myth. You just gotta hope that you jump right and avoid the bump, but didn't that time, and a bit of an early hole for the Hornets here.
Yeah, but Bondo here, looking for that guy, for that control and possession, forcing the 50s and Mythicality with an
boost, though.
opportunity, but unable to get it on target. Can Dimensions do it? No, Bondo able to get back just in time. This ball is still dangerous. Bondo going to collect with Atomic chasing. Now, I'm seeing multiple very aggressive rotations coming out from the Rams. But so far, I mean, why should they stop? As
Oh,
they
it's
have an
open.
open net. Atomic able to secure a 3rd goal for the Rams.
I think,
That's what
I think you're right.
Go ahead.
The Hornets just had some pressure there where they had to get big clears because they were low on boost and they couldn't do it. And then once they go for those big clears and commit so hard, Rams get the easiest goal they'll ever score.
It definitely seems like so far Atomic has been that first man for the Rams, willing to half rotate and cut off Dimensions to keep that pressure going. And Dimensions is definitely playing like that second man role, just being a little bit more patient, allowing Atomic to go ahead and do his thing. And it's definitely paying off, as the Hornets so far have had no response to it. And almost a response there, but Rams able to send it away. Dimensions stout on defense so far. Hornets are going to have to put in some work here to break down this Rams defense. It's definitely hard to do that while you're on defense.
Those not going to get past Dimensions, and you've really got to get some midfield pressure if you're the Hornets here. You can't keep playing defense like this.
Yeah. Even if you are the best on defense, you're going to run out of boost eventually, and there's just some shots that you can't save if you have no boost. So you're definitely going to have to relieve some of this pressure. You're going to have to either match this speed and aggressiveness from the Rams, or just outplay them. Learn their patterns and figure out how to outplay them. Whether it's flicks, control, force the 50s, win the 50 game, control the midfield. They're going to have to change something up, but it seems like, at least so far, they haven't been able to figure it out. But still 2 minutes remaining. That's plenty of time to overcome a 3-goal deficit. Almost a goal there from the Hornets. But the Rams defense standing strong. Dimensions on the ball right here. Bondo able to 50 it out. This ball still dangerous. Mythicality there. No Dimensions instead. send it back into the Rams corner. Now, if you're the Hornets, what do you think they need to change in this game, number 2, and or going forward?
I've seen Bondo a couple times. It feels like just be a little bit hesitant to go on offense, and when that's actually created some pretty good opportunities. So I think you need Bondo to just commit. Obviously, the offense isn't quite clicking at the moment, so you gotta just. I think one goal. Still touch from Nith, but I think Bondo's just gotta create something for some momentum. Nith's shot here should be saved away by Dimensions. So I think you gotta rely on Bondo to just get a shot on net that puts some pressure on the Rams, because there hasn't been a ton of that so far.
You know what I'd love to see coming out from the Hornets? Oh, a goal.
I mean, a goal is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, a goal is always welcome right here. Mythicality, able to read his own touch off the corner and sink it into the back of the Rams net. Hornets are on the board, 51 seconds remaining. Still doable, still winnable.
Somehow I feel like a goal wasn't exactly what you were going to say, though. So what were you looking for from the Hornets?
I would love some demo playing. Dimensions seeming to have that pretty stuck second role. He's sticking pretty committed to it, letting iAtomic be that first man. If you go and you get those demos and you start to disrupt that rotation, they might be able to open up some more space, and it'll lead to a little bit more aggression from the Hornets that might be able to make the Rams just uncomfortable enough
There's a
to
bump.
secure a win in this series.
Ooh. That'll put a bow on this one to go to game 3. The Rams up 2-0. I think I'm always a fan of more demos. I mean, that's always. I won't say no to that. I do question.
I remember games in you just constantly going after me.
That is all I know how to do. But I would be hesitant to say that for the Hornets in this particular series, because it feels like so many of their issues have come when they've overcommitted on stuff, and I worry for them that if they go for more demos and stay in the play longer, that's just going to get worse. Yeah, you might help your offense, which admittedly has really been non-existent for them for most of the series in terms of like hard shots to save, but it's a question of how much does it affect your defense if you're doing that.
Yeah, I definitely think when you do play more aggressive, you definitely need to watch out for the counterattacks. But it seems like they haven't been comfortable settling into an aggressive play style. We haven't been able to see whether they're able to combat that and still keep good positioning and rotations with that aggressive play style. Because the only time we saw that was in game number 1 when they were trying to force something and they pushed a little bit too far up. But I feel like that is a common mistake when you're trying to make a comeback like that in the latter half of the game. So
Definitely.
gonna have to see if they're able to make some adjustments, try to match this Rams aggressiveness as both players commit. But Dimension's able to win out this 50, try to carry it out of his own half, and both Hornets are going to be giving out the ball. Dimension still with the ball, gets a flick, but nothing too threatening right there. iAtomic with the shot. It's off the crossbar and out. Bondo able to send it to safety.
That's a good opportunity for the Rams. Thomas gonna take that, but... Oh, wow.
Atomic. He's definitely coming alive right here.
I figured somebody from the Hornets would have made contact with that ball at some point, because it wasn't going that fast.
No, I wasn't able to catch the rotation of the Hornets there, but it definitely, if somebody had challenged iAtomic on his way down to there, they would have had an easy counterattack, as Dimensions was super close to iAtomic right there. and possible opportunity. No, it pinches out into the Hornets half. Mythicality gonna have to take care of this ball. This ball bounces out dangerously. It is on target. Mythicality able to dive in for the save. Now it needs to work it past Atomic. Gonna give it up to Bondo, who puts a shot on target. Dimensions! Oh my, it looked like he was gonna have control of this, but maybe just judging this shot incorrectly or his catch incorrectly actually just catches it and lets it roll straight into his net. We have a tied up ball game here at 3:52 remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at his player view after, and I thought maybe he was just out of boost, but no, he had 50. Oh, dimensions?
Oh.
Dimensions?
Oh my. And the Rams getting away with murder with what looked like a Hornets goal. They're gonna have to work yet again for a possible second goal. And
Oh.
it looked like you or sounded like you had something to say earlier, Ken, and I didn't want to cut you off, but what's on your mind?
I mean, that's just... Okay, never mind, the Hornets actually did score, but... I was gonna say that could have been a backbreaker for the Hornets, not scoring on that one. That would have been so rough to miss that opportunity. The Dimensions barely cleaning that ball out on the goal line like that.
You know what? I know we've been talking a lot about the gameplay, but I feel like I have to mention Mythicality's profile picture. It's the brave little toaster.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, good old throwback to old millennials. Well, some of you Gen Zers might call us boomers, but oh my
Atomic.
gosh, Atomic.
Wow.
Dimensions able to follow up off of this fake little touch right here to win the 50 out. Dimensions sitting in tow, waiting, able to strike, tie up this game.
What a weird way to go after that 50 for Atomic. I mean, it works, but that was definitely, I would say, unconventional, and I don't think anyone on the Hornets expected it.
100%. Maybe he was looking for a flip reset. Maybe not a fake entirely, but ends up working out for them to tie up the game. And now on offense, Dimensions, if he could just put this on target, no. Bondo able to send it into the corner. Atomic is there. Dimensions slowing it down, trying to get it past one, but Bondo able to send it to center field. Now Atomic sending it back into the Hornets corner. Mythicality able to send it away. Now 50 going center field. Bondo's going to be quick to cut this off. Now we're starting to see a little bit of this faster gameplay coming out from the Hornets, but unfortunately for them, Bondo not making contact with that one is going to put them a little bit awkward, but he turns on it, getting a quick touch. Atomic, though, able to take it away. Send this center field, looking for the shot on target. Bondo with the incredible save last second. Half that ball was shaded by the goal.
Yep.
And now a nice flick from Mythicality. He's going to be able to seal the deal, take the lead for the first time for the Hornets. Hornets up by 1 goal here in game number 3.
That was quite the sequence. It was a good save from Bondo, and then Myth with some good control downfield, and that's what, like the second or third ball we've seen just roll across the goal line, it feels like. That's how they played that one.
It's that little brave toaster, bro. Mythicality knows what's up. Brave little toaster accomplishing what everybody thought could not be done.
Mentions there was a pass here.
Mythicality. Oh, Bono gonna have to bail out the Hornets right here. Mythicality gets a 50. This ball bounces dangerously, but see if Dimensions commits. He does. Mythicality able to send it to safety. Left in 100 boost on his way, trying to get in the way of Atomic up in the air, and Dimensions with the shot target, and the bump plays coming out from the Rams. Didn't make contact, but it was just enough to make Bondo jump and not be able to recover for the save. Rams able to tie it up.
This game it's tied. It's felt like it's been Rams for most of this game, though, with the amount of pressure they've had, and it's a good shot from Dimensions, but saved away by Bondo. And we gotta see, can the Hornets Myth or double? Double?
Myth?
Oh,
Oh. Brave little toaster not coming up enough. Able to make the save though. Now gonna leave it off to Bondo. Clears it down into the Rams half. Wins a 50 into the Rams corner. Now Mythicality looking to center this out. Atomic is all over it. Mythicality still playing disruption, and Bondo just has a free net, able to secure the lead for the Hornets. 11 seconds left. Can the Hornets walk away with this win? Will this be a potential reverse sweep?
anything's possible, right? I would not count on it, though. Good kickoff from the Rams. They don't get possession off of it, and I think the clock will tick down here, barring some good control from them. Dimensions up to Atomic. Bondo just has to settle this. Doesn't even have to do that.
Atomic not able to make contact there. And the Hornets keep their hopes alive in this series number 1.
Yep. That was definitely a bend but don't break game from them. 8 saves is, what's the word there? Not sustainable in any way. Let's go with that. But they'll take a win. I think it's big for confidence. Even if you don't get the series win, I think being able to say you took a game off of them is big for both players' confidence. Because they will, if this goes to all 3 series, definitely they'll both still be playing. So good confidence builder for them.
100%. And I really liked it. It felt like Mythicality stepped up huge in this game. Definitely kind of just being a little bit more aggressive and trying to set up these plays for himself and Bondo. And those plays definitely paying off as they were able to come out with 1 goal on top against the Rams.
Yeah, I think good showing from them, and I'm still not entirely sure their offense is really clicking in terms of like team offense. Right, it feels like a lot of their goals have been off of solo plays or things like that. We didn't really see the demos that you wanted. I'm not sure how demo heavy they were during the regular season, but I think you need to see them connect on some passing plays. We saw 1 in the first game, but maybe a little lucky on the part of Bondo, and then outside of that, it hasn't really happened. So it's a good shot from Atomic. And that's gonna jam in. Okay.
Mythicality definitely. He got a touch on this, but just wasn't enough. Atomic putting some power behind this one. We can only see 23 miles per hour, but I'm assuming this ball was going at least 60.
Yeah, did a good job to get in the way, but not quite able to save it there. Yeah.
Yeah, Mythicality winning the 50, but Atomic getting in the way of Bondo, and this is a little bit of like I think what the Rams were doing earlier. Very aggressive, very fast play, able to beat out the Hornets a little bit to their touches. But I think if the Hornets are able to keep possession, now Bondo with a quick shot, it's off target, off the post, and now Atomic the other way, looking to outplay Bondo, able to sneak past him. Is this on target? No, Mythicality is there, able to send it away. Hornets walking away with murder right here.
That's
Now,
one of those.
Bondo. Go ahead.
Sorry. That's one of those situations for the Hornets where I think you have to slow it down a bit. You have a 1-on-2 for a second, and Myth just throws a shot on net that doesn't really have a chance of doing anything. Bondo's sitting mid. There's a good pass, though. Oh, bar down!
Bar down and in instead for Bondo. Mythicality passing it out perfectly to Bondo. Nice little power shot, not much Dimensions can do. And the Hornets tied up. Seems like this game is way more fast-paced as opposed to the previous games, where it seemed like each team was fighting tooth and nail to secure a goal.
You talk about the caster curse. I feel like I might have spoken that goal into existence for the Hornets. You know, going on about how they need a passing play, and then Myth just hits him with an absolute dime.
Mythicality gonna be able to pop it up. Looking for possibly a double touch right here, but Dimensiones getting in the way. Bondo with a pretty preferable win right there. Now trying to put this on target. Iatomic awkward right here. Is Mythicality anywhere? No. Dimensiones able to play this off of the wall. Gonna look for a 50 right here. Now Bondo up, gonna be able to surely secure a free clear here. Now a little bit awkward. Dimensiones is gonna be able to play this into the Hornets corner. Now Iatomic, favorable 50. Bondo's gonna be able to walk away with it and send this into the Rams half. Gonna send this on target off the post. Can Mythicality put it on target? No. But he's gonna try to keep this center. Now Bondo, we're seeing some of this aggressive play coming out from the Hornets finally.
Control from Myth.
Mythicality. From Mythicality keeping this in the center half. Actually finds the back of the net. All this pressure from the Hornets finally able to pay off. Bondo finds the back of the net. Dimensiones not able to get back to it just in time.
What a banger of a shot there from Bondo. That was real tough from Dimensions to be able to save there. Kick off, and we're seeing the Hornets just play so much faster, right? We've said it a couple times, and feels like they're just actually meeting the Rams' challenges here.
It finally feels like the Hornets are on their back heel instead of the Hornets. As the Hornets have been able to kind of occupy the midfield and keep these aggressive challenges going right here. Mythicality right there in the midfield, able to pop it back into the Rams half. And now with that demo opening up some time and space, Iatomic has an opportunity to pop this one up, and the demo coming out. Rams able to tie it up, and that was a phenomenal demo coming out from Dimensions right there.
But as soon as you see the control from one and the other just right alongside him, you know it's just gonna get slowed down. And as Myth, you're just going, help, help, please, I'm in danger.
I need help right now.
Yeah. More demos from the Rams. Mentions it's another one, but they've definitely been the more physical team this entire series.
But Bondo's going to be quick to cut that one off. Now, somewhat neutral, 50 coming out. Iatomic able to pinch this into the Hornets half. Bondo's going to take control. Actually, going to lose control right here. Now, Mythicality needs to get a save. Iatomic waiting in tow, but gets bumped off by Mythicality. And now Bondo with a free clear, looking to set up a play. Finds a 50. Now, Iatomic able to send it into the Hornets half. Mythicality gonna try to take control over this, collect some boost. A night from Iatomic gets the save. A little bit of a dangerous touch right there coming out. Now Bondo with a quick shot. Can Dimensions get there? Yes, he can. And what an opportunity for the Hornets. Unfortunate for them, not exactly paying out, but I'm really enjoying this aggressiveness coming out from them. But oh no. The aggressiveness from the Rams instead pays off as Iatomic bumps Bondo off and finds the pass to Dimensions. What a play, Ken.
I mean, Bondo's just trying to be such a nuisance there, right? He's just rioting him the entire time. And Atomic just says, "You're not the ball. I'm not hitting you." He gets the ball right to Dimensions. It's a really nice shot up into the corner. But a response directly from Mythicality, and we tie it up again.
Now, I don't know if this was the intentional touch, but just a little bit too hard coming off from Dimensions. Pops it out. Perfect pass for Mythicality. Able to find the back of the net. We're still all tied up. 26 seconds. Now, I have to ask you, Ken. Do you think we're going to see an overtime, or are we just going to see a straight-up win from one of these teams?
I mean, overtime's always what you root for, right? It's the most exciting thing that can happen in Rocket League. A shot from Bondo. I don't think overtime. I think overtime's going to come, actually, yeah. I mean, we're going to see an overtime. Dimensions, shot goes wide, 5 seconds.
I really hope so, because it seems like both teams have been able to find their groove, and we do indeed have overtime. Let's see if the Hornets can come out on top. This will be 2-2 in the series if they win out this overtime, correct?
Yes, this will put it to 2-2. The Rams
Mentions
score,
with
they'll
the
win this series.
opportunity. Ooh, Mythicality standing strong on the goal line. Let's see if it pays off for the Rams as Dimensions is up. It's a neutral 50. Unable to find the read, but Atomic is going to send it towards the back wall. Mythicality going to send it away. Mythicality looking to set up a play. Gets a 50. Pinches into the Hornets corner. Now Bono going to actually relieve it to Mythicality. Mythicality now finding the touch that he wants, but Atomic is able to keep it in the corner. And now Dimensions with a shot opportunity finds the back of the net. And that's all she wrote, folks. As the Rams are going to walk away with the Series 1 victory. Dimensions and Atomic able to find the Game 4 victory in overtime over the Hornets.
Yeah, that was really good from the Rams. They dealt with the pressure really well again. And overtime, anything can happen there. But for the Hornets, it definitely improved as the series went on, right? We saw the first game kind of felt like they were getting outpaced to everything. Kind of needed some overcommits to get goals. The second game was more of the same, it felt, but they did a good job of at least containing on defense a bit better. The third game, we saw them playing really good defense and getting some good opportunities. And then for this game for the Hornets, they had the opportunities, right? 12 to 8 in shots is something you'll take every day. Some shooting accuracy issues and some good defense from the Rams. I'd say it's a good sign for the Hornets, even though they lost this. Definitely some good things for them to work on.
And I am just receiving news for those of you who are wondering. It would seem as though in the Adept Finals, the Eagles have indeed beat out the Rams. I do see the Eagles waiting in J-Dub's stream waiting room, and yes, they are being dragged into the FDL main channel. So yes, the Adept Eagles have taken down the Adept Rams. But enough of that. We're focusing on the Star League Rams versus Hornets, who will be going into our second series. Like Ken was saying, it definitely seemed like the Hornets were beginning to adapt, but maybe too little, too late. We'll see what lineup they send out afterward. Both teams having sent out their C lineup. See if both of them are following the CAB strategy, where it is C, A, and then B.
We will have to see how things go here. I think we have to try and get the Rams back into the lobby.
Yeah, it looks like.
I will say for the Hornets, it feels like that was definitely a series they needed to win in terms of how the rest of the series plays out, because now you're staring down two different lineups with Water in them, who I think most people would agree does a lot of the heavy lifting for the Rams lineup here.
Yeah, hopefully we can get the Rams into here. Maybe sometime soon. Rams pinging y'all where y'all at. It looks like we do
one of them at
have,
least.
yes, do have one of them. And wouldn't be incorrect here. They are currently debating in our Rocket League chat here how well Ants would fare against Water. in general. Pretty sure ants float.
Do
They
they?
have some pretty good buoyancy. I'm pretty sure that they're able to float, and as Ant suggested here in the chat, that they are able to create rafts by linking to each other.
I was not aware of that. What about hornets? Can they swim in water?
Yes, but they're unable to fly out because a majority of the time their wings get wet. But they are able to float. But they are at the mercy of predators in the water.
Why do you know this? Why is this something that you know?
Animal Planet.
Of course, that makes sense.
I
Can't
used-
say I'm familiar and have watched any of it, but that makes sense.
Yeah, like growing up, I used to have a TV in my room, and being the rebellious child that I was, instead of just going to sleep at at my curfew, I would just turn on the TV and let it run until I fell asleep. So
So all about that. Yep. Animal Planet wasn't my choice there though. We're still waiting on. I would guess Atomic to join back up here. But
Yeah.
in the meantime, we'll just have a podcast with Ken and Debbie. This is
yeah. FDL Central, FDL. What would be in between Central and the originating point? FDL halfway.
well, I think it's still Central.
Yeah,
FDL
it's-
early.
FDL quarters. FDL
That-
quarters.
That might be it. Hard to say.
I think FDL quarters with Ken and Debbie.
Yeah.
No,
Something doesn't quite ring there. Some update. It sounds like Atomic is having some sound issues. That's why we're attempting to get that sorted out. Hopefully soon we'll get into the action and start series number 2.
Yeah, with the Rams putting the Hornets on match point going into the series. FDL midway, but then that would be equivalent to FDL Central, I think. FDL Central, FDL midway, FDL quarter way, maybe.
Mm-hmm. I've never been an FDL Central either, so
You've never been on FDL Central?
no, I've not.
I've invited you, haven't you? Haven't I?
For a while, it was always on Wednesday, and that never really worked for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I swear I at least invited you like
You did.
a dozen times last season.
A dozen. I'm not even sure there was a dozen FDL Centrals last season, but I get I get the meaning there. Yeah, just have to figure that out, anyways. Well, Atomic is here, so we should be able to get started pretty soon here.
Do we have Atomic here? He's not showing up in my lobby.
Yeah, but that's because Rocket League is eternally broken. There are 9 people, and the other one not out in B Dimensions.
Yes, Atomic is here.
All right. Well, this ends the. What are we calling it? FDL quarter with Ken and Debbie to start it off. I guess we're gonna get into the games here. It'll be Water and iAtomic versus. I assume. Do we know who the Hornets are playing yet?
Sorry, what was that?
Do we know who the Hornets are playing in this series?
I believe it will be iAtomic and Water.
That would be the Rams. How about the Hornets? It'll be Myth and Brother. There's our answer. So yeah,
Vitality and Brother.
which I believe is the 2A lineups, if I know how to read numbers, which I don't normally, so don't believe me in any way.
We'll see how Water affects the field. As it did seem the Hornets were beginning to adjust, but Water with a quick shot off the backboard. Follow-up touch. It's on target, but Brother able to send it to safety. Now Water trying to drop it down to iAtomic. And the Rams seeming to not miss a beat. not missing a beat from the previous series, just going full offense. But Mythicality with the demos, Water responding with some demos of his own, and the shot is on target.
Boost.
Can Mythicality get back to it? Yes, he can. Oh my, and with a counter-attack opportunity of his own, iAtomic able to send it to safety. And this match being a lot more fast-paced than the previous series, can
Fast pace, more demos, just a whole lot happening in the span of a minute. Definitely an action-packed game so far. Myth, you can take this up the field, but good pass to Brother, but he's not quite there. He's a little bit too far.
it seems like Mythicality is on that mindset from the previous series. He's playing fast and he's playing aggressive. He's trying to get into these Rams faces, and it seems like Water was ready for the series as he's been playing aggressive as well. But Brother maybe just playing a little bit defensive, but let's see if that pays off for the Hornets. Water still sticking on the ball until we're leaving it to iAtomic, and Mythicality still waiting in tow. Gonna win, or gonna get a neutral 50 right here. Water sending it on target. Brother able to send it to safety, and iAtomic with a shot top right into the back of the net. Rams start off with the lead right here.
Yeah, really good shot from Atomic. Out of the reach of Brother, fast enough. Nobody can get back to that, and it's more of the same from the Rams. It feels like just play fast, get to the ball first, and don't let the Hornets maintain control for more than you need to.
100%. And it just seems, at least so far, the Rams are playing maybe a little bit more aggressive, maybe just looking for a little bit more bumps and demos than what the Hornets have found. But nonetheless, the Hornets are still being quite aggressive. iAtomic looking for a demo there. This could be a counterattack opportunity. Mythicality looking for the shot on target. Needs to win a 50. Unable to dunk Water. And now Water, 100 boost to his name. Able to send this away. Looking for a 50. Both Hornets players commit to this. Ball bouncing into the neutral midfield. Brother is up first. Rams are going to respect it, as they're able to send it a little bit out of the corner before Brother returns it. Now Water with a booming clear. Mythicality has to retreat. Check the net right here. Send it away to safety. Looking for the second touch right there. Brother passing it forward to Mythicality, who finds the shot, and Water with a diving save. Able to keep us at 1-0.
Good pressure, good passing play. I think we didn't see a ton of those from the Hornets last game and the last series. So good on them to be developing those. Probably might turn on this, but Atomic has an open net here. Gets past Brother, but Brother dodges the bump and manages to get the save. But good pressure from the Rams. They'll keep control of this.
I really like Water's car. Like, complete side note, and oh my gosh, iAtomic with like an incredible save, but the pressure breaking down the Rams defense right here is unrelenting. Mythicality with a quick turn, able to 50 Water, who's in an awkward position, get the titanium white dueling dragons going, because the Hornets are on the scoreboard.
I also really like Water's car. That is a clean look.
It's an Interstellar with a Cobalt Octane, I think, and some Cobalt wheels.
Yeah, definitely looking good.
Oh my,
awkward from him.
Water?
If that just drops in. If he doesn't, the Water makes a good touch. Rams have a counterattack here, but Myth does a good job of just getting in the way of that and making sure that Water can't just pass that mid to Atomic. A little awkward here, but good control. Brother, he might get a flick here. Not quite. Shot on. Oh, what a redirect from Brother!
Oh my. Brother. Holy cow, Mythicality. Oh my gosh, what an incredible 1-2 play right there. Able to secure the lead for the Hornets.
Play. Good play from them. The passing plays have definitely been there. It's Atomic. They'll take this. Water gets it in the mid, and I think the Rams Need to be quick here. Touch from Water, but doesn't quite get there. And good clear from the Hornets will buy some time. Much needed. 20 seconds left on the clock, and you just gotta kill time here. Make the Rams feel the pressure, make them overcommit, and if you can capitalize on an overextension, then you do it. I think they're going to right here. Butter leaves it for Myth. Myth is going to shoot 3-1. We should see the Hornets taking the first game of this best of 3, best of 5s. As good communication there to not mess that up. That can be a tough one. Both each have an opportunity. Butter wins the kickoff, and that'll ice this one. Water will clear it away, but really good adaptations from the Hornets. Some good passing plays. The passing plays are the biggest thing there, I think. Especially that last one from Myth to Butter. The redirect was just insane. I mean, they're outshot, and I don't think 7 saves is necessarily sustainable, because I think we're going to have another delay for a server reset. Potentially. Looks like Atomic is having some ping issues. This appears we're just waiting around, seeing are we going to give them the reset here? I'm being told that we... Alright, Atomic left. One moment to reach out to them. Try and get the Rams back in here, as it appears they do not have a reset left. Attempt to get the players back in here, and attempt to get Debbie back in here as well. I will ping the Rams and tell them they do not get a reset. Sweet. Looks like they're back in here.
All right, and I am indeed back. Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, the wife was just simply bothering me to wonder if Ali had posted a daily rat fact. Seems as though she has not. So, yet again, the wife goes to bed disappointed and sad, completely heartbroken. Nothing but disappointment.
Well,
But we do indeed get game number 2 of our series. Number 2.
oh boy. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Well, welcome back. Always important to deal with those things. Water's going to deal with Butter. Take him out of the play for a bit, as we did not reset the server. We'd already used the server reset. Water is going to pass this mid to Myth.
Mythicality? Oh, opportunity for
Where-
Butter, though.
Where is
Ayatomic?
where are the Rams there? Oh, they bumped each other. Got it.
Yes, both of them. Double committing there. Not sure where Ayatomic came from, because I did not see them earlier, but either way, double committing with water there, and now that led to a Hornets goal. And now the Hornets, Mythicality more specifically, gonna have time and possession, gonna look for a double touch. Can he find it? No, but Butter finds the shot on target. Oh no, Water able to send it out, but Mythicality with the quick turn, able to secure a second goal for the Hornets, and this is a different Hornets than what we saw in the first series.
Definitely, that was just constant pressure. One thing to look at, Water not running the same decal anymore. Now he's running the Moist Esports decal. A fitting decal for Water to run. Atomic goes for a reset, doesn't get it though.
Fitting, but one of the worst esports decals out there.
I said
I know
fitting,
that.
not good.
I am a fan of Moist, but I hate that decal.
And that's quick 3-0. This is not ideal if you're the Rams.
That brave little toaster coming alive right here, finding the back of the net. The 3-goal lead for the Hornets.
I mean, just an immense amount of pressure from them already, as Atomic is going to try and shoot this off target. Water's going to take it up the wall. Doesn't quite make contact, and range is completely different from them. Myth has been everywhere, it seems. Constantly finding the right place to be, getting in the way, and making the Rams really. Oh, okay. Butter just scores. Wow, I did not think that he was going to be able to shoot that with no defense.
Mythicality going for the demo on iAtomic right there. He had to respect it, try to find a way out, but he couldn't find a way out and get the save right there. 4-goal lead for the Hornets.
Water.
Oh, nice little fake.
Yeah, Water with the mind games here. Myth in a one-on-one, not where you want to be. Never a good spot to be in there. Maybe some momentum for the Rams.
That season 1 RNGG is definitely coming out alive for Water right there. As Brother had to guess as to where that ball was going. Now Water with a quick shot. Brother able to send it to safety. Now Brother possibly with an opportunity. He fakes it out. Lets the Rams commit. Has them on skates right now. Able to secure a 4-goal lead for the Hornets here in our game number 2, series number 2.
Good. Trying to remember. A 5-1 lead. I mean, obviously there's still time. Ram. I think you want to create those 1v1 opportunities for Water. It's a question of how well can the Hornets defend them and just prevent them from happening in the first place.
100%. And Water with an opportunity right now gets a demo on his way. This is going to be an open net. 2 goals on the board for the Rams. And could this be the start of a comeback, Ken?
I mean, it could be. Right? We see really good demo from Water, but it's still a tall task, right? 3 goals, it's doable, and I think this Rams line was more than capable. But question of will it happen?
3 goals left, 2 minutes, and that might be out of the Rams' reach right there. Now we're looking at a 4-goal lead, making that mountain even higher and higher for the Rams.
Could be. It's gonna be a tough road. I mean, as nothing else, you want to build some momentum for the third game and see if you can get the reverse sweep going. You can't pull off the comeback in this game, but I mean, we're just seeing the Hornets. It feels like they're just everywhere on the field. Especially like Myth is zooming and making contact with so many things and creating just so many good opportunities. Is another one just right off the wall. Myth creates pressure. Water can't quite deal with it, and Brother's there to clean up.
Yeah, actually, iAtomic there, and just a little bit awkward going into the net right there and unable to turn around in time to get the proper 50 against Brother right there. And it's looking more and more like this game won't be to the Hornets, but maybe Water with something else to say. Actually finds the flip reset.
Into a catch, and the shot. Yeah, that's the Water that we all expected to run things this series. Water Water again, going for something, but not quite able to put it in this time. Atomic will go. Rudder will take it, but Water, I think, looking for Atomic to step up here a bit. But not quite able to do it, and minute 30 left. There's time. Atomic has control. Gets it to mid. Water might be there, but looks like he's out grabbing boost. It's a dangerous touch there. No one's actually back for this, so Myth can probably just send it mid. Miss touch, but Water beats both, and the Rams are a little out of position here. Water the save. Atomic. Opportunity doesn't quite get it past Rudder. Water's gonna send this back. And the Hornets are just killing time here. 7-3. Before the lead, you just want as much time to go off the clock as possible. Atomic gets to the corner. Can't quite. Atomic, but again, it's just they're just killing time, making the Rams sweat and just try not to let any momentum build. And looks like we'll go into a game 3 with the Hornets potentially on series point. And just for good measure, Butter puts another one in. And 8-3, 8 seconds left. And so how do we see the Hornets contain this momentum and take game 3, send us to the 3rd series? It's gonna be tough.
I think I need to match this Hornets offense and try to cut down on the mistakes, as they have been able to find goals when they are on offense. Just need to be able to pave the way for Water right here.
Yep. So we're gonna do a server reset again here. Hornets up 2-0 in this best of 5. Rams taking the first series overall, so Rams with a little bit to work with, but definitely you'd like to finish it here, not go to a deciding 3rd series.
Yeah, the Hornets putting the Rams on series point for that second series, correct? Taking the lead
Yes.
2-0.
Yes, Hornets up 2-0 in the series. As we go through another reset here. Try and get things situated.
Trying to get everything situated. Trying to make sure that we have the fairest matchup for both of these teams. We want to make sure we have a good, equal, and fair field for both teams. We do want to make sure that we have the correct champion in order. And yeah, but the Hornets leading 2-0 in this second series, it might look like we're going to be heading into a 3rd series, Ken.
Yeah, and in that case, it would be Water and Dimensions against Butter and Bondo, right? If I am reasoning things out there right. And I think in that case, you really have to look at who on the Hornets can step up and stop Water. Because we saw even in that game, Water scored 4 goals, and most of them were complete just him mechanically or mentally just beating the Hornets, right? So if he gets to that 3rd series, how do the Hornets deal with him?
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a tough ask, as we saw in the first series. The C lineup had a little bit of trouble. They were beginning to adapt, but they were going to have to be ready for Water, as he was still able to score. I believe it was at least 3 goals by himself against the Hornets there in that previous series.
Yeah. I think it'll be an interesting one. Odds are we're going to see that third series happen. A reverse sweep in a best of 5 is definitely possible, but hard to say. I think Waters changed up not only his decal but his car, but who cares? The Hornets just took a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, the Hornets not seeming to care about the server reset. They're just gonna find a pinch to get it past Atomic. They have a quick 1-goal lead. About 4 seconds in.
I mean, good. I mean, keep all the momentum from that first year, from the first 2 games, right? Because that's a good way to start. Whiff from Water, and Water is just gonna shoot that. What happened to Water there?
And that's tough. Water maybe with not as much boost as he expected. Goes for a little bit of a pre-flip and doesn't find the touch that he needs. Brother able to collect a second goal to his name. And, Water with another, at least at the very minimum, a preset change. He is rocking, what is that, the Endo?
I believe so.
And
That's rule 1.
Rule 1!
Oh boy.
Here in the finals,
That's
Brother.
the Hornets smart.
Hornets able to find a third goal here off of the Rule 1.
Yeah, can't say you see too many Rule 1s vertical on the wall like that. Not an everyday occurrence. Man, I gotta say I'm not as big a fan of this preset as I was the first one. That is kind of hideous.
I think Water's first preset was my favorite. But oh my, Water, if he was able to find contact on that, might have been able to secure the first goal for the Rams. No.
That definitely feels like a wasted opportunity. Should have been able to put that one in.
No, Water gonna look to send this out. Mythicality gonna take over. Water able to send it away. No contact from either team.
Atomic can
with
just
an
put this in,
open
right?
net. Rams finally find themselves on the board here at game number 3.
Yeah, plenty. Really good control there from Atomic. Looked like he might have lost it for a second there, but he gets it back and capitalizes on a bit of an overcommit from the Hornets.
100%. Definitely an overcommit from them.
That's on.
Now, let's see. Butter finds that on target, but Rams now with time and space before Mythicality decides to challenge right here, and this ball is going to bounce out.
Mid?
Pass to Brother not able to make contact, and now Water sending it the other way. Needs to beat out Mythicality, finds it on the backboard. Brother able to make contact, pinch it into his corner for safety. Water's going to bang it off the backboard back to center field. Atomic drops it down. Brother's able to collect. Will be sending it out of his half. Atomic there for the interruption. Now Mythicality able to win a 50. Water's up early in his Endo with the lime green items. But that does not matter as Brother is able to find one on target. And Atomic not able to find it there. Oh my. And just not able to find the touch to send this away. Hornets up with a 3-goal lead.
Really, there was some good pressure there from the Rams, but they just weren't able to fully capitalize. Waters are going to put that on like a bit harder of a shot than Myth thought, and pull the Rams within 2.
Oh my, Water. Back up to his usual shenanigans here. Able to find 2 goals so far. Or the Rams able to find 2 goals. Water 1 goal to his name. See if the Rams can keep up this aggression, try to tie up the series. Now Mythicality gonna have time and space. See what he does with it. Passes it off to Butter, who sends a shot on target. Now Mythicality back up. Gonna keep this in play. Looking for a second touch. Neither players make contact. Butter gonna look to center this out. Maybe look for a second touch. Atomic able to send it to safety. Now Water gonna send it down into the Hornets corner where Brother collects, but Water's gonna dive onto it. Atomic sending it on target, bar down and in this time. The Rams within one. Maybe they finally found their groove.
Yeah, really good shot from Atomic. Getting it barely far down, but I think the Hornets got to get some big clears. They've been back into their half for the majority of this game, it feels like, after that hot start. And you got to find a way to answer the Rams' pressure here. This is not going to do it.
Maybe they need a little bit more of that Brave Toaster. And Water gonna be shutting it down as Water finds an open net, tie it up 4-4. 1 minute and 59 seconds remaining. Both Hornets players committing on that play again.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times. You know, it's part of that pressure. You feel like you have to get a clear, alleviate some of the pressure, and in doing so, you both go, neither one of you make really good contact, and suddenly the net's open. Good beat from Water there, but suddenly nothing the Hornets are doing seems to be working. Good 50, he might have a shot here, but misses the open net.
Yeah. Not able to find the contact he was looking for. Now Water with a lot of time and space, trying to cut up this defense, and he does. Water, oh my gosh, in the endo, still getting it done. Cuts up the defense and able to secure a 5th goal for the Rams. 1 minute and 36 seconds. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Do you think the Rams come out on top here and close out the match?
I mean, I don't think the Hornets have shown much this game in the last minute or so that suggests that they can make the comeback here and send us to the third series immediately. Good shot from Atomic, but just off. Myth gets a good clear, but again, it's just this ball has not left this half for what feels like the last
And a bump coming out.
2 minutes.
Atomic is there. 2-goal lead for the Rams. Will they close this out? We'll have to get a reverse sweep against the Hornets if they win this game right here.
I love the replay cutting to Atomic just sitting on the boost, feeling like he has that much time because of the pressure Water's building.
I love that poof goal explosion. I've been wanting it for a hot minute, but never got it.
Water's gonna mind game this, I think. Yeah.
It's gonna pop up. Now Atomic on the retreat. Needs to make a save right here. Ball is still dangerous. Water series in front of it. Possible open net. Gets the demo. And my director's cam is super slow. So now pinch back out to the Rams half. Mythicality able to win that 50. But Atomic able to send it away. Brother keeps it in play. Possible goal. No, Atomic able to shut down that opportunity. No goal to his, or no boost to his name. Water's able to find the flick. It's off the crossbar, but Water with the double touch. 3-goal lead for the Rams. As the time continues to dwindle down, it's looking more and more like the Rams are going to be able to walk around. They're going to be able to extend this series to a game number 4.
I mean, this has been a tale of 2 games, right? We just had the first minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, where the Hornets just could not be stopped. And then since then, the ball has never left the Hornets' half. It's just been constant Rams pressure. And 7 unanswered goals is a pretty good sign of just how dominant this second half of the game has been.
100%. It definitely seems like Water has kind of gotten comfortable in this series and seems pretty confident as he's able to gain time and with the time and patience that he has. He's able to create plays and create opportunities for the Rams that they're able to capitalize off of, and it definitely led to a lead for them and really come out on top in this game number 3.
Yeah, I think for next game you have to look to that brave little toaster we keep bringing up. I think Myth's gotta step up for the Hornets to finish out this series in 4 and push it to the 3rd series. If Myth doesn't step up, I think it's going to be a lot of the same. Water leading charges, Atomic playing a really good second man and finishing things for Water, and it's just going to be so hard for the Hornets unless Myth can step up and get those strong clears that we need and prevent that pressure from building.
Border stepping up in this game, 4 goals to his name, but I definitely do agree that we do need to see a little bit more of that brave little toaster. Maybe securing 1 or at least 2 more goals to his name as well, because he's definitely been playing a little bit more of that first man, even in that previous series where he was still trying to make the opportunities for Brother, and it still led to 4 goals. But they're gonna have to play a little bit more aggressive in the opportunity of shutting down the Rams, as Water was able to kind of just get away with murder. And oh my gosh, Rams with the immediate pressure. But one thing I did
Dangerous.
get to was that it seems as though chat seems to think that this most recent Rams success is coming out from a Mr. Chris with AK joining the chat and watching the stream and cheering for the Rams. But I find it interesting that that would be their key to success, as a majority of times he has been first rounded in the finals.
I was going to say, Chris rooting for people is normally a curse.
Yeah,
I speak from
that's what
first-hand
I was
experience.
Chris is rooting for you every single season.
Yeah, the shot from Water. I mean, there's Atomic again. It's him as second man has kept the pressure on so well for the Rams, and it's been hard for the Hornets to get clears. They're doing a little bit better job this game. And I mean, I think one thing that's interesting is, you remember that first game of the series? We had, I feel like 9 demos in the first 15 seconds. We haven't really had any, for the most part, since then. The teams felt each other out and said that isn't going to work for some reason.
I don't think they felt like it isn't gonna work. I think it's more so the Rams feeling like they don't need it, because
That's fair.
they have been controlling this midfield like crazy. Because look right here, Atomic is already on the ball. The midfield is completely clear for him. Mythicality trying to send this on target, but no. And now Atomic, full boost to his name. Oh,
Never
would have
mind.
snagged that midfield boost, but
Ooh, still almost
keeping
gets
this
the dunk.
pressure. Now Water in the midfield, able to cut this off. The Hornets still on defense, and this ball is dangerous, and it is actually in. Rams to a 1-goal lead. It's just the Rams controlling this midfield pressure, and the Hornets having some trouble breaking out of that. They haven't been able to break past the midfield, as there's always somebody in the midfield ready and waiting to keep the pressure going.
Definitely. And it's, we've seen some stronger clears coming out of the Hornets, right? Trying to just open the valve, get some of the pressure off, but it hasn't been enough. We need a little bit more, and we need, honestly, to do it pretty quickly, because I think this game could be out of hand pretty quickly if Water's allowed to just run rampant again.
100%. You don't want to let a player like Water just take
Oh.
control of the series.
Oh.
And the little recovery interference coming out from Mythicality paves the way for the first Hornets goal to tie up this series.
Yeah, that bump's real smart from Myth. You don't need to get the ball there, you just need to make sure that they can't get the ball, and he's a good job of just ever so lightly bumping Atomic askew and making sure that cannot happen. There's the demo. Myth.
Now, Mythicality looking for the double touch. No, leaves it to Brother, but off the post.
Oh,
And the Rams gonna be wiping the sweat off their brow off of that one.
yeah.
Now, then with their own opportunity, Atomic just can't get the 50 past Brother. Now Mythicality with time and space on the ball, gonna look to pass it out to Brother. Brother, we're looking for the shot off the post, and now Brother with a follow-up touch. Water able to send it to safety. And I feel like we've seen a few of those where Hornets with an opportunity just not able to find the back of the net. And now Brother, oh, just a little bit awkward, but
that
managing
boost
to
steal.
recover. Favorable 50. Water is up. Looking to find the back of the net. Finds the double touch, but is not on target yet. He needs Iatomic's help. But gets 50 by the Hornets defense. And now Mythicality able to send it away to safety into the Rams corner. Iatomic doesn't find contact. This could be an opportunity for the Hornets. Now the ball saved out by Water. Now Brother looking for a shot on target. Iatomic with time and space. Water hunting down the demo. Doesn't find it, but Mythicality ate her. Iatomic able to fake out Mythicality. Now finally, Mythicality. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my words and names mixed up here.
It's some fast gameplay.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Dangerous touch.
And now. Oh! My Brother! Able to find the shot here. I believe it was Iatomic right here, going a little bit too fast for his own good. It looked like Water did indeed have the save, but Iatomic slows it down just enough, maybe hitting the ball with the back of his car, where it was able to bounce into the Rams net. And now the Hornets find themselves in a 1-goal lead, 28 seconds left. They have to team up here for the save. Mythicality able to clear it out. Brother, if he can beat out Water here, this could be an opportunity. He gets the boost steal to keep this ball in play. Looking for the second touch, unable to find it. And now Water winning out the 50. Could this be the Rams' opportunity to tie it up? Atomic gonna keep this in the Hornets corner, and Water looking for the shot, but it's off the crossbar. The demo comes out, and the Hornets are gonna be winning this game, or the series number 2. Game number 4. We are headed into series number 3.
Yeah. It'll be Rudder and Bondo versus Water and drawing a blank.
Water and Dimensions.
Dimensions. There's the name I was missing. Yeah, no. Good adaptations from the Hornets. You know, looked like it might have gotten out of control after that third game, but they hunkered down on defense. We saw Myth getting some more of those longer clears, shutting down plays of the Rams. And I think, you know, we'll see how these two lineups match up. But so far, this has been a pretty good series.
100%, and it's definitely been going back and forth. The Hornets almost finding they were adapting in that series number 1. Maybe if it was a best of 7, we might have found a closer series. But we do have a best of set, so you only have a limited amount of time to adapt. So it's just too little, too late in that series number 1. But Mythicality joining back in that series number 2, able to coach and tell the rest of the Hornets roster what to expect, and getting that dub for the Hornets to force this series number 3. So it'll be all on the line right here. Best of 5 series number 3, Rams versus Hornets. We should be seeing what was it, Bondo? We should be seeing Bondo and Brother, correct?
Yep. Yeah, Bondo and Butter, Water, and Dimensions.
Yeah.
As soon as we get Dimensions into the lobby.
Both teams running that cab strategy.
Yeah. So it'll be a tough one to gauge immediately, right? We saw Dimensions play really well in that first series. I think he was a big part of the defense, really. I think this is the pairing that you're playing more scared of, even though by salary it's the lower lineup if you're the Hornets, because you have that defensive stalwart in Dimensions who just lets Water go do whatever he wants to do, and they'll eventually be there. I think that's a scary combination to deal with, and you really have to. really warps your playstyle playing against something like that.
100%. And I think that this is going to be our best series yet, as all players at this point have played in this series. We've gotten a little bit used to each other's play styles, and we'll see how every single player adapts and plays in this series. Butter and Bondo for the Hornets, Dimensions and Water for the Rams. Water gonna start off with the ball in the Hornet, or in the corner of the Hornets, right here. Dimensions gonna back off as Butter has time and possession before challenging, able to send it into the Hornets half. Looks for a center. This ball's gonna bounce off of the ceiling. Water able to send it on target. Bondo able to get this, to get the save right there. Gonna send it into the Hornets or into the Rams corner. Dimensions meets him there. Ball gonna bounce out to Water in the midfield. And now Water looking for a 50, but Butter fakes him out. Gonna be able to put a shot on target. Dimensions sends it away to safety. Off into the corner. Water is there. Looking for a second touch. Able to find it. Can he beat it past Butter? He does. Finds the nice little flick, and the Rams off to a lead here in our third series.
Yeah, which is maybe a little bit too hard of a commit there from the Hornets. Water with great control just makes him pay. Water had an opportunity, but you have to just guess there, and he didn't guess the right direction, and it's exactly what the Rams want after kind of a rough showing in that second series.
Butter there, able to get the save. And this could be a counter-attack opportunity. It's on target. Dimensions can't get back to it. Tied up ball game. And this just makes me think, like, I feel like this would be nothing like the games if you and I were on the same team, Ken. We should team up for expertly.
Oh boy, well, that's, there might be some problems with that. I don't know. I don't think
You
Eagles
wanted
and
me to go
Gators
to
are
the
on the same team.
Gators.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't quite work. I'm wearing the
Roller
jersey and
man
everything.
never let you go, but Butter is never gonna let this shot go as he finds the back of the net, able to find the lead for the Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've seen a couple lifts from Water that have created really good opportunities for the Hornets, and it's where you just cut down on those, and the control is really good. It's just a couple lifts we've made for really awkward situations for the Rams. Who passed the ball?
Recover. Oh
That was an
my.
impressive recovery, yeah.
And, but this is the first time that we don't see Water make a car change. So definitely feeling good in the endo. Let's see if it pays off. Oh my, a little bit of maybe a
Still gets a beat.
communication there.
Yeah, but he still got the beat on them, so it didn't matter too much. Good shot from Dimensions, but saved there by Bondo. Water should challenge here, take control. Gives it away to Butter.
Butter looking to center this out, but Water's there. Able to send it to the midfield. Now Butter gonna take out his own teammate, maybe. And now able to slip it past one, but Dimensions is there. Water not able to make contact. Finds contact on the second touch right there. Now Butter gonna keep this in the Rams half. Butter's gonna take control. I'm gonna flick this. None of the Hornets bite. Bondo able to win a 50. Gonna play disruption right here. And bang it off the side while Dimensions is there, but Water is.
Counterattack?
And now counter-attack opportunity for the Dimension. The Rams able to tie up the game. 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, some awkward defense there for the Rams. They hold though, and then one overcommits all it takes. Dimensions hits the hardest shot in all of Rocket League, the open net. Something
Yes.
I could never do.
Oh, I miss those all the time. I'm not sure whether that's a me thing or an Eagles thing.
Hard to
Eagles
say.
only hit
Double
shots
demo.
when they're- Oh? Double demo? Triple demo. Butter. Gonna send the center field.
Bondo's a menace.
Now that
Could
man's
be
able to
better
slip this
options.
past Bondo. Gonna look to center this out. Brother is waiting. Sends it off to Bondo. Bondo gonna collect. Gonna play it off the wall. Not gonna be able to find a second touch as Water sends it out back to midfield. But the boost steal from Bondo could prove important. Dimensions able to slow down this play. Brother sends it towards the net. Not exactly on target now. Water needs to play some backboard defense. Able to do so. Dimensions beats out Bondo. This is an open net opportunity. And Dimensions sends it on target. 1 goal lead for the Rams here in our game number 1. Series number 3.
Yeah, and it's again, where's second man there? It's maybe just a little bit too aggressive. I get the idea though. It's not a terrible idea. You just have to execute better if you're going to go for those aggressive plays like that. And the Hornets so far, all 3 goals have been off of plays like that. And Dimensions just playing cleanup this entire game.
Nice little kickoff goal right here. Off the kickoff, we're going to go for boost. Water beats out Bondo, and Brother returning from the kickoff, just not able to get back there in time. Quick 2-goal lead for the Rams. And now the Hornets are going to have to look for their own kickoff goals if they want to try and stay alive in this game number 1. Dimensions is going to look to air dribble this out, looking for the pinch. Wins the 50, but it's not to any of his teammates. Water is there in the midfield, however, Brother needs to send this to safety. Sends it into the corner of the Hornets. Now Bondo's going to take over, find a bump on his way. Brother's going to collect the midfield boost. Going to send this off the back wall, going off the ceiling, trying to find a touch. Not able to find it, but Bondo does take a quick shot off the post, and now Water with control. Amazing recovery. He's going to send it out from the corner. Going to look for Dimensions. Dimensions going to opt not to go for it. Going to look to try and control the possession, trying to control the time and play of the ball. Water able to send it to safety, and now Brother sends it off the backboard. Bondo is there, but demoed for his efforts. Now Water with time and space. Brother up early, looking for the fake, but it's not good enough. Dimensions is back, however, able to bail out Water. Now Bondo not able to find the touch he wants, and with the ball hitting the ground, that will be the end of our game number 1. Rams coming out on top.
Yeah, that was. I mean, just all of those goals were just cleanup goals, right? The Hornets were playing, they had some good offensive sets. They had some good setups that were created good opportunities. Obviously, not a ton of shots on net, but it was just the overcommits were capitalized on so well by the Rams. And, a couple of maybe not overcommits, just miscommunications on intentions of where the ball's going. But the Rams had some of the easiest shots they'll ever take in this game, and obviously some other good mechanics as well. Dimensions had, that pinch attempt. But something's got to change for the Hornets.
Absolutely, and I will get to that in a second, but I have some breaking news right here with the FTO Rats breaking out their daily rat fact of the day. It should be changed to weekly because it seems as though there's only one rat fact coming out every single week. But nonetheless, day 101 rat fact of the day is that selective breeding efforts that occurred in England in the 1920s led to the development of various color morphs, including the green variety of rats. So there are green rats that could be created in a lab. But nonetheless, we have yellow and gray taking on the field right here as the Rams are taking on the Hornets here in our game number 2, series number 3, trying to decide who are the FDL Star League champions. We're going to be sending this back into his own corner. No boost to his name. Needs to be careful with his Bondo. Not finding the touch that he wants. 100 boost to Water's name. Going to find this center field. Can Dimensions get to it and find the shot on target? No, Brother is there to meet him in the air. And now Water going to keep this pressure on target. And now, this is what I'm talking about. The Rams are able to find a lot of aggression and play in the midfield. They're kind of just popping shots, trying to test that defense. They're being super aggressive and just outpacing the Hornets. The Hornets need to match this and or find demos, a superstar in their defense or something. They need to find an answer to this problem.
Yeah, I think, we mentioned the aggression. There's a shot. Water with a great save, though. He has to make another one here. He does. He goes out to Dimensions. He's beat by Bondo, and this ball's going to stay in the corner. Still dangerous. Bondo no boost, but he doesn't need it. Save by Dimensions. And slow down for a moment, but really good opportunities there for the Hornets. They just weren't quite able to capitalize. And that's a good start for them, right? You're looking for some way to just get offensive pressure and alleviate some of this. And good start. You gotta find the back of the net next.
I
Whoa,
think
what a beat.
the Hornets.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. With Bondo able to find the goal off of the Brother attempted bump / demo. Proves enough to move Water off of his usual positioning. And the Hornets able to capitalize off of a 1-goal lead for them. And
Dangerous.
oh my.
Oh, what a save. I mean, it was a good first touch by Brother on that. Just made it really easy for him to get set up for the bump, but
Oh no,
not
damn
quite
it.
on.
Not
I-
on target.
I'm very surprised Water got demoed there. That didn't look like it was going to happen at all on my screen.
I was gonna say that I feel like there should be a little bit more comms from the Hornet side because I feel like there's a lot of times where they don't realize that they have a lot more time and space. But it seems like they have cleared that issue up as
Pass.
Brother to Bondo able to find the shot on target. 2-goal lead for the Hornets. Oh
Yeah.
my word.
Dimensions just in no man's land there. Like, what are you going to do? The ball's coming across mid. Bondo can shoot that wherever he wants. And you just hope that you put your car in the right place. Right to Water. Might be
Water?
on.
On target. Brother trying to beat out Water to this touch, just unable to do so. Unfortunately, he's recovering from the kickoff, and Water coming down the field full speed. Just finds the back of the net.
I think Bondo's looking for more of a touch to the corner there. Maybe, obviously the pass would have been good, but dangerous to play that out as far as he did. Probably not his intention. Good demo from Dimensions. Shot for Bondo will.
And Water gonna send this to the corner of the Rams, but Dimensions doesn't find contact, and now Bondo with a quick shot, able to punish the Rams for their overcommitment right here.
Yeah, Water feels the pressure he sees Dimensions miss, feels like he has to go. And I mean, if he had boosts, he might have been able to go back post or a half rotation into net. He decides to challenge, misses the challenge, and Hornets get a goal off of it.
Bondo with a quick shot. Dimensions able to block the save, but ball still dangerous. Brother there. Follow-up shot, but nothing too crazy. Dimensions able to slip it past one. Now Brother has to play defense. And can he get the save? No, he cannot. Rams able to find a goal onto the scoreboard. Still keeping themselves within one. 1:48 remaining.
Yeah, really good effort from Brother to get back, but not quite able to make the cleanest recovery. And a little bit of speed probably would have been the difference maker there on a good shot for Dimensions.
Bondo gonna take
Bondo
his
the
time.
beat.
Finds the touch. Oh, what a save from Dimensions. Off the crossbar and out.
Is that in?
Oh my gosh, and Water able to outspeed the Hornets defense, tying up the game.
That was a really good shot from Water. He just kept that on a straight line, just kept adding speed the entire time.
100%. And I'm not gonna lie, I like the Brother car. It seems super simple with the pixelated shades. I know they're colored, but I can't tell what color. But it does not matter as Dimensions able to slip it past Brother and his fancy pixelated shaded car right here.
Yeah,
Rams
Water-
off to a 1-goal lead.
I think Water I think Brother expected Water to touch that, and then when he didn't, he was kind of like, "Oh wait, what's happening?" And Dimensions was just there to clean up. Because I think most of the time you expect Water to touch that and try and curl out to the corner. There's a shot on, and it's gone bad. It's gone bad for the Hornets.
Yeah, unfortunate for Bondo. Maybe not expecting such a heavy touch. He wanted to maybe try to dribble this out, but too heavy of a touch. Water's all over it. 2-goal lead for the Rams. Now Dimensions with a quick backboard touch. Water able to send it away into the corner. This ball is centered. Dimensions is there, and the shot is on target.
We're seeing a lot of the same kind of thing we saw in the first game, where it's just Dimensions cleaning up Water's whatever mess Water makes in front of the net, and it's just really hard formula for the Hornets to crack here.
Yeah, and I think this is a little bit of the Hornets panicking on defense. They're thinking there's an immediate shot every time, and there's not. So they're kind of just getting a touch just to get a touch. And now,
Jeez.
yeah.
At this point, it's you feel like you have to play aggressive, right? Trying to come back with a minute left and down 3, but that means you're going to be overcommitted a bit.
At this point, you have to play aggressive, but prior to that bump, now the Hornets with an opportunity. Dimensions able to send it to safety. Bondo gonna leave it to Brother. Brother able to send it into the Rams half. Water is there. Bondo gonna turn on it. Gonna look to center this up. Looking for the Doomsy dish. Not able to make contact. But it's still gonna play annoying. Try to keep this in the Rams half. But Bondo is forced into an awkward position right here. Unable to make contact. And now Water gonna send a shot on target off the post. And now Brother 10 seconds actually trying to send this on target. Gonna look to put this on target. Oh no.
If I do it, in the end, doesn't matter a ton except for confidence going into the next game. But I believe that will put the Rams in control of this series, 1 win away from a Star League championship for that franchise.
The Hornets not won game 1.
Why? Which game are we in at the moment?
I believe we will be going into game number 3.
Perhaps we are. Perhaps I, once again, have forgotten how to do basic math. That would not surprise me. I may be an engineer, but I am not currently in school, so math is not happening. We all know what that's like. As we get into the next game. And, I mean, again, we see, like, good moments from the Hornets. Right? They outshot the Rams, but some of that pressure from the Rams is just making it hard for them to deal with, right? And how do the Hornets deal with that pressure and create their own offensive opportunities as we get into the next game?
This will be game number 3. Rams up 2-0, putting the Hornets on match and series point. And now Water with a quick shot, unable to find the back of the net. Now Water gonna be able to send this away. Over 50, but oh my gosh, that shot going off the post and out. But they're trying to keep this center field. Water is up, able to send this away to safety. Bondo finding the 50 Dimensions, finds control. But are able to send it away. Water is all over it. This is that aggression that I was talking about from the Rams. Able to find and keep control and possession of the ball. Trying to create time and space and opportunities Now Bondo flicks it past one. Able to find a second touch. Finds this ball. Finds its center. Dimensions are able to center away to safety. Now Water finds a
Dimensions
big clear.
opportunity.
Dimensions up. Not able to make contact. And now Water looking for a follow-up touch and shot. Not on target.
Good. I mean, it's a good start from the Hornets. There's a little bit less pressure from the Rams. They just can they convert it and deal with these booming clears. Dimensions might have a shot. It's that over net. Water's up though, and again, it's so much pressure coming from the Rams. Especially with that demo. Bondo's got to get a really good touch here. Water's going to put this down. Water. No flip from Water in metal. Oof.
Oh my gosh. That was on target. I would have started yelling. But Dimensions up and on target. Oh my gosh. Water able to find the 50 and find the pinch that goes out to Dimensions, who finds the shot on target. Able to outpace, I believe that was Brother, who's last man back.
Yeah, good. Good from the Rams, and again, it's dealing with the pressure, dealing with this constant presence on the ball, and Water's going to control this. Oh, the demo's coming. This is so dangerous. Yeah, doesn't even get the demo. He doesn't need it. Water just puts that in. It'll be a 2-1 lead for the Rams as they look to send the Hornets packing. And it'll be a tough one for the Hornets, but they can definitely do it. We've seen what this lineup is capable of. We've seen what the individual players are capable of. There's a reason they went 7-3 in the regular season, and there's a reason that they're here now, and they need to show it. Touch from Dimensions is going to force Bond to make an awkward touch. Dimensions stay on this ball. Water probably sitting mid, waiting for the clear. He beats 2, that's a double commit from the Hornets, and this might be an opportunity. Dimensions with a shot on net, 3-0 Rams, and the pressure mounts for the Hornets. Dimensions, really nice shot. Perfect placement, punishing the double commit from the Hornets. Dimensions and Brother on the kickoff. Dimensions will get it right to Bondo. Shot on net, but Water's there to save it. The demo for Dimensions is going to buy some time. Water has all the space in the world. We've seen this a few times. He gets space, and then suddenly the Hornets panic. Go to Water again. He has space. Picks up the boost. Gets one touch. Gets a second. Can't quite commit. And he just kill time here if you're the Rams. You don't need to do anything fancy. Just make sure you're not overcommitting. Make sure you always have somebody back for defense. And that championship's yours. Oh, Bondo with an opportunity, but he can't quite jam it in. Here comes Brother. Needs a big clear here, but he backflips. Leaves it for Bondo, maybe intentional. Water's gonna bang this back. Dimensions up. Nobody touches. Sits mid. It's Bondo now. Water with a fake. Again, he's just killing time. And he still maintains possession. He goes for Butter now. He has no boost to his name. He doesn't have the ability to do that much for that ball. Shot on. In from Bondo. Off of Water. The Hornets have a sign of life. Good shot from Bondo here. Punishing a little bit of out of position from Water. Maybe he's really cheating up for boost. I know, decently long set there from the Hornets who starved them with boost, perhaps. Bondo's going to take boost and ball off your kickoff. Looking for a pass for Butter, but it's intercepted. Downfield, Dimensions might have a demo, but he doesn't quite get it. Man, he's just trying to kill time. Whiff from Water. Goes for bump instead. It's cleared downfield. Quickly race to the ball. Water's going to win it. Recognizes, takes his time. He's done that so well this series. In from Dimensions. And they have another counterattack opportunity, but they double commit. Bondo shoots it. 3-2 Hornets.
Just an
No one's
overcommit.
back on defense.
yeah, just an overcommitment from the Rams right here, as they were relying on that touch from Dimensions, but just unable to make contact, and the Hornets are all over, able to keep themselves within 1:39 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it feels like an unnecessary go from Water, but you take the mistake, you take your punishment, and you try to just close out the game.
Possible opportunity for the Rams, no shutdown by the Hornets. Now, still the pressure on from the Rams. Mono able to send this away to safety. Water's gonna cut this down, try to shave some time off of the clock. Dimensions able to send this away to safety, but able to find the contact. Now Dimensions
Five.
able to kill time.
It's down.
Now
That'll do
it
it.
is done. It is done. The Rams taking it over the Hornets to win the Star League Championship for FDL. Now,
What a showing
we're
from
gonna
them.
have to. Oh, 100%. Now we're gonna have to look forward to hopefully getting an interview from the winning team, Dimensions, Water, and Iatomic. Hopefully we can get these boys in here.
Absolutely. They played so well. Dealt with some problems. That second series was rough, but they definitely showed they deserve the championship there. 8-2, clean run through the playoffs. Whole lineup contributing in this last series, in this last best of 3.
Absolutely, and I'm really impressed with the way Dimensions played. Staying extremely consistent, as well as Water, who able to secure multiple goals every single game, while Dimensions was playing that second man, just able to lock down the defense for the Rams, try to hold down the Hornets from all of their offensive opportunities.
Absolutely. And I mean, we saw a couple awkward moments from Dimensions throughout where maybe he wasn't quite aggressive enough or wasn't quite expecting it. I mean, that last goal that they let in was definitely suspect. That's definitely the word I would use there. But overall, it was a really great showing from them, and they looked like, for the most part, the better team for most of the day, I would say.
It definitely looking like the better team, and of course, we're seeing them come out on top. Water leading that team to victory. Still waiting on the players to join in for a possible interview. Let's see.
I think we have to give a lot of credit to the Hornets too. Though. I mean, they had a great season, and they made the Rams work. Right? It wasn't. I think the consensus for a lot of people was a sweep in the general chatter I heard surrounding the series, but they made them work. They made it difficult, and they took that second series, I would say, pretty convincingly. So I mean, definitely good showing for them. If they run it back next season, I think they'd definitely be, looked at as one of the favorites.
100%. I mean, I know there were a lot of questions about Iatomic, especially with him joining late, a little bit later in the season start. He didn't join at the start of FTL, more so joined along the lines of maybe around week 3, week 4. Definitely helping out this Rams roster, helping them to secure a win over the Hornets. Played an excellent second man and first man whenever it was him and Dimensions on the field during that first series to secure that win over the Hornets.
But overall, good showing from the entire Rams lineup, and does it look like we're going to get them in for an interview, or? Or are we wrapping up for the night?
Let's see. I have not gotten a response yet, but I did just send a message. Let's
I see him
see.
now. Let's pull him in here.
It seems like we do indeed have the Star League champions, the Rams of Water, Iatomic, and Dimensions, and followed along by their GM, Mr. J-Dubs. How are you guys doing and feeling about that win?
Stressed but good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I've had a stressful night. I had some school stuff come up like right before the series started. So right before I started playing, I was just in like a modeling software trying to figure out how this gene worked. But yeah, it was a very fun series. Hornets played really well. It was well fought all the way to the end.
And J-Dubs, how did you feel watching that match?
Not worried.
Oh yeah, you were just kicking
Liar.
it, playing some Pokemon Violet and Scarlet, just catching you.
Yeah, close, essentially. I mean, I've got some experience with Bondo in playoffs, so I don't know. No, that's water under the bridge. Bondo and of course Brother, both are friends of mine, and they played a great series. I'm glad. I'm very proud of my team. I'm very proud of my adept team. My elite team includes me, so I get to be disappointed in myself. But hey, 2 of the 3 Rams teams made it to the finals, so I don't know. Rams best franchise? I'm not sure, but yeah, no, I'm sure. Everyone else losers. Rams number 1. Don't care.
Big facts.
Keep it
Very
simple.
true.
But I think that the real spotlight should be shown upon the what we agree as our team MVP in Dimensions here.
Dimensions did not lose a single series in playoffs. He won everything. The only team that lost was me and Atomic. So I think it's undisputed that he's our MVP.
Well, you can't argue with stats like that. And I mean, the gameplay backed it up too. He looked real good. Dimensions. That was impressive.
Yeah, thank you.
Dimensions is quick and he's easy to play with, which that'll get you pretty far in a league like this. But he's very easy to rotate around, which makes my life pretty easy. I can let him do all the big scary work, and I just fill in where I'm needed.
That
Yeah,
was...
or you clean up white plays too. You're the janitor.
Yeah.
That was kind of what we said throughout the series. As we noticed is, I mean, you and Atomic and you and Water both, it was really good pairings of you always seem to be in the right place and you always seem to be able to capitalize on the Hornets' mistakes really well. Like, good fundamental Rocket League there.
Dimensions has very strong recovery skills. Like there are so many times I ever play with Dimensions where I think like that ball's going in and then it somehow doesn't. I'm like, oh okay, just another day in the office, I guess.
Definitely.
Now, I have to ask, were you guys at all worried after that second series where the Hornets were able to walk away with that series number 2 victory?
I was a bit worried, but I said earlier, I had a pretty stressful night. When I talked to Atomic going in that series, I was like, okay, the one thing we need to do is keep our mental strong, because even if we lose the series, we have another shot with me and Dimensions, which is probably our best pairing. So I was like, we need to keep the comms positive. We need to have some fun here. If we win, I'd like to close it out here. If not, it's no big deal. I'm not going to beat up on myself too hard for it. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. They had a super strong lineup. Brother and Myth were absolutely insane. We just couldn't figure out how to play them. And then after that, I was able to keep myself with a pretty positive mindset for the next games, and worked out.
Mindset is definitely important.
Yeah.
Especially in such a long series like this.
Yeah, I've been around leagues for my first time playing a league was almost 4 years ago. So I've been around a bit.
Fair enough.
One thing that I did want to say was that I really enjoyed both Dimensions and Itomic's playstyle, and I remember seeing a little thing about whether Atomic was gonna be able to play tonight, and
Atomic, I never asked you. What did it mean when you responded to me on Twitter saying they took my bags?
Okay. Sorry to interrupt your question, Ash. But so for those that don't know, which is probably everyone. I went to University of North Alabama, and I don't live there. I live in Texas, and they invited me to go like cast a high school invitational for esports, which was pretty cool. And it was great. So I get back, and I'm flying back from there, and I'm telling Water like, "Yo, like I'm out this weekend, and we made it to the finals," which I already was like, I don't know if we'll ever like if we do make it to the finals. And I think I saw it like a month ago. I just didn't say anything. But the week of, I tell him, and then eventually, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting home at like 6 p.m. Like, hopefully I won't be jet lagged or whatever." I honestly don't feel jet lagged at all. I am pissed, however, is that they lost my luggage. So I got home all in a huff and a puff, and I'm all mad. And then I'm like, all right, time to wind down for an hour and then get back on and play Rocket League. But I mean, the one thing that I think we all have is that we've played in these leagues for so long. I mean, Dimensions, me and Water. I've known Water for I think 3 or 4 years,
I think it's
all
3
from
years, but yeah, a long
MLE.
time.
Yeah. And like, I don't know how long Dimensions has been in MLE. I've actually, this is like the first time I've ever met him, and
I think
I
it's
think I
like
met him once
a
before.
year, but Dimensions went through our franchise super fast. He's been ranking up like crazy the past year.
Yeah, no,
So-
he's definitely just been a giant spark. And so I just think these like organized leagues, we've kind of just been in them for so long. I mean, we were bound to win one. At least I was.
Eventually.
Yeah,
You hope so.
yeah.
Hold on. Ken, do you have any last questions for these gentlemen?
Congratulations. And how does it feel to finally have a championship?
Where's the
Good,
money?
and-
Chill.
Well, I've got one more.
I
thing
get
to
I
say.
get bragging rights. Hold on,
Oh.
guys, you're gonna see this right. Is it Star General? I get the bragging rights.
Oh no!
Bragging rights.
Oh no.
That is all.
Oh boy.
All
I
right.
hope J-Dubs
I
buys
did
some
my
chicken
thing.
nuggets.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay. Can you buy me
Wait.
lunch?
No way. Oh, what? What is this part of the deal? I've made this deal with teams before, but they lost.
Yeah, the first time I won a series, I'm not counting the one season that I played and then I left FDL. But the first time I played a series in FDL 3 seasons ago, I ended my interview saying Rams from behind after a comeback win. And I think that's true on a larger scale here. We had a bit of a rough start to the season, and then we had a really great end. So Rams from behind.
100%. And if there's anything else left for you guys to say to the lead, I mean, go ahead and the floor is yours before we close out of this stream. Floor is yours to the Rams, Star League Rams,
best
champions
franchise.
of the FDL.
I know what I want to say.
Oh no.
I would like for other people to go first.
Thank you to all the staff who run this league. You're doing a great job. I know I am sometimes critical, but I do appreciate all the work you do.
Except Chris. I get to say it.
Yeah, that guy
Fuck
sucks.
that guy.
All right.
Hey,
Well, all I want to say is, yo, what is that? What is that I hear? Are those the dogs? Do I hear my dogs?
Uh-oh.
You're supposed to bark here, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't watch the script. You see, you realize we're the
No, we
Rams,
got the
right?
dog- we got dogs in
We're not
us.
the Huskies
No
or the
dogs.
Coyotes.
What noise
Oh.
does a ram make?
That's because we ate them. We ate the
ain't-
dogs. We ate the huskies.
Do you know
Crashing
how
antler
rams work?
All right, I think that you guys might want to shut this down before so we can go
Yeah,
have
go
a
ahead.
biology
All right.
lesson.
You heard it here first. The Rams got that dog in them. That's been Debbie here in the casting booth. Join alongside Ken. This has been the FDL Star League Championship. Congratulations again to the Rams. Atomic Water Dimensiones or Dimensions for you English-speaking viewers. Ponzi, thank you again for streaming tonight. And I hope the rest of you guys have a wonderful night.